Welcome back to Get Well Soon, the red pill content of Welly F, aka Moriarty. You obviously see why I'm here. In the end, you gotta invest in yourself, man. As long as I talk about this pandemic, you're always gonna hear me talk about the fact that it's all about the wealth transfer, man. As you sit there getting poorer, they're getting richer. You have to understand something. As of today, we have 5.6 million people that have filed for unemployment, and that was a short week last week. So therefore, it's a good chance that you those numbers are probably exactly the same, and it's only appropriate to assume that by the end of next week, you'll probably be looking at anywhere between 22 and 28 million people unemployed, furloughed, fired, whatever you want to call it. Whatever glossy name you choose to use to make yourself feel better about the fact that you're overreacting to this virus. Because it's a mere overreaction, no matter what you want to say, no matter how you want to argue it. It's an overreaction due to the fact that the numbers show that these lockdowns, these quarantines are not really contributing to a downward spiral. If that were the case, you wouldn't have as many cases that you have in New York or Florida or Texas or California. You can try to blame it on essential workers all you want, but there are news articles out there of people saying that they've stayed in the house 3 weeks, very limited interaction with anybody, and they still got the virus. That's the type of stuff that makes people wonder if the virus is even real or not. And I'm not about to debate that with people because I've said from the beginning, this is a mutated version of the flu, and this this pandemic that we're experiencing, these medical martial laws that have been placed upon us, they're not going anywhere until Bill Gates has his vaccine in the hands of of every American. But I'm not even here to talk about that crap anymore. I'm just here to let you witness what I'm witnessing. You're literally witnessing billionaires profit off of our pain. And don't tell me if I don't want Amazon to get richer, then don't buy anything from Amazon. Because I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not a frequent consumer anyway. I use Amazon for its convenience, just like anybody else. And when I say just like anybody else, I mean I do use it, but it's not like I'm a frequent freaking flyer mileage kind of guy. Like at the end of the day, this is an Amazon market now. Everything that is going on right now is literally benefiting Amazon, and you see it right in your face. You have to understand that there are studies out there that are saying that social distancing may be a part of our culture from here on out. And for those of you that seen my footage from the Demolition Man, like you may laugh and think, "Oh, these guys are nuts. These guys are coming up with all kind of weird theories that don't make any sense. These guys are sci-fi nerds." No, no. If you really think about the general purpose of sci-fi and whether you're entertained by it or informed by it, you have to realize that it is a method of deeper thinking. A lot of it is prophetic because they're actually not scared to see what the future looks like. While you're sitting there watching your soap operas, watching your drama filled television that doesn't really offer any real insight to your life, these sci-fi guys are on to something. Like even in V for Vendetta, they talk about how in the beginning it was all about spreading fear. And in the midst of that fear, it all came down to the people needing a hero. And as these people needed their hero, who did they turn to? They turned to a man that inevitably becomes the High Chancellor. And then when he becomes the High Chancellor, I mean, at that point it's just all out Fear, it's all out power. I mean, I even think about this Zoom, this the uptick of Zoom stock. I mean, come on. You implement something like social distancing, and I'm not saying that Zoom did this. I'm just pointing out the fact that Zoom is a profiteer of the pandemic due to the increase in laws that make people have to social distance in order to flatten the curve. $7.4 billion because everybody wants to jump on Zoom service in order to adhere to these laws. I can only imagine what the hand sanitizer companies are doing, the toilet paper companies, the N95 mask makers, the fabric makers, all kinds of people profiting. I mean, it's all here in plain sight, but all you guys are worried about is getting back out to your bars and your clubs so you can go whore with your friends, go get drunk in your misery. This is why America leads the world in psychotropic drug use. We sit here and we become dependent on drugs and other toxic things so we don't have to face reality. Well, this is what I'm showing you right here is the reality. This reality is a wealth transfer that is going to make the top 500 richest people even richer. And you're asking, what can you do about it? I'm just simply asking you to invest more in yourself. That's all I'm asking you to do. Stop being such a goddamn consumer. Invest in yourself. Stop buying into everything that the media is telling you. Because once again, by sitting there taking in everything that the media is telling you, you're just being a consumer again. Because you're not even thinking about what they're telling you. See, you're looking at this media platform that I'm on right now. You're looking at, oh, you're on fortune.com. You're consuming media right now. Yes, but I'm analyzing it. I'm breaking it down. I'm seeing what it really means. I'm trying to understand it. I'm not just taking it in at face value. I'm not about to argue. Invest in yourself. That's all I want you to do. That's all I want you to do. Until we meet again.